Meeting come to order. This is the regular scheduled board meeting for the Letcher County Board of Education, August 25, 2025. We are here in the Lyndall Smith Conference Room. First thing on our agenda is roll call, and every board member is present with Mr. Shane Gilley virtually. Next thing we have is invocation and pledge to the flag. Everybody please stand. Mr. Young, would you please lead us in prayer?
Bow our heads. Heavenly Father God, we come to you in prayer tonight. Lord, thank you, God, for all the wonderful blessings you've given us. Thank you for bringing us here safely, Lord. Thank you for just joining us together. Heavenly Father, we ask, Lord, that you forgive us what we've done and help us to do better, live a better life for you. We pray for those in our community and surrounding areas that might be hurting or fighting battles that we're not sure of. God, that just help them with them, Lord, that they might be struggling with. We pray for them. We pray for the sick in our community that are hurting. God, help them. Heavenly Father, we ask, Lord, that we meet tonight to do the best we can for the students of Letcher County and do what we need for them. First of your Son, name we pray.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next thing we have on our agenda for tonight is approval of minutes for the regularly scheduled board meeting from July 28th.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
I second.
We've got a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Motion passes. The next item we have is student, school, and staff recognition. Mr. Josh Tyree from Martha Jane Potter.
Mr. Tyree is sick this afternoon and couldn't be with us, so we'll have him rescheduled.
Okay. The next item we have is public participation. Zach?
Well, we're finally down to one building left. AE's moving good. The general trades crew has gotten all the garage doors installed. They've got all but one set of the new exterior doors installed. They're working on putting door hardware on them now. They got the new epoxy floors placed in the restrooms over this past weekend. That has all been completed. The plumbing contractor has gotten all of the old fixtures demoed. They're all out of the way and they're getting them all prepped for the new. Electrical, they have gotten 95% of the demo completed. They're working on taking down the old lights now where the new lights are going to be going up. They've also got all the old receptacles that was underwater. All that has already been full demoed out and all ready to put new marble in. Like I said, everything's moving good on it. All the paint, that's what I forgot. They're about 98% complete with all the new painting. All the walls have been painted, all the ceilings have been completed. If y'all get a chance, you ought to walk through there. It's crazy what a difference a little paint's made in that building. Y'all got any questions?
Thanks,
Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
Next item we have is reports. First one on that is superintendent's comments.
Thank you. First I want to say the start of the 25-26 school year has been great. We have been in school 9 days now, am I right? 8 days. Today was day 8. Of course, we've spent a few days trying to get traffic controlled and worked out in some of our schools and then make sure all of our bus routes are good to go. People move around, we have to finalize those, but it's been a great start to the school year. The one thing I'd like to ask the board is to start considering for us to start our own police force. We've had a time getting enough school resource officers for each and every school or even filling the second position. And my goal is to have a resource officer in every school. And I think in order to do that, I'm hearing from counties surrounding us that they've had more luck at getting a resource officer per building as they started their own course. So I wanted to do a little more research, bring some numbers back to you in the September meeting, but I wanted you all to start thinking about that now. And if you have questions, let me know so that I can get answers to those, so that when we come back in September, I can make a recommendation to the board and we can see where to go from there. But I wanted to start that process tonight, start you all thinking about what that would look like for Letcher County schools.
So, one thing on that, if we do our own law enforcement agency, would we have to pay hazardous duty retirement, or would it just be regular retirement?
I think it would depend on the officers you get, and if we get retired officers coming back, that changes their retirement. It's really going to be an individual basis based on those officers, and that's some research we'll have to look into and find some answers for. We did look into like the cost of insurance overall, which I thought would be cost prohibitive for us, but it's not. It's really reasonable, and so I want to bring those numbers back to you
You're
all.
talking about like liability insurance?
Yes. So I want to bring some numbers back to you all in September and make a recommendation once we get a little more information and research on it.
So now, would we have to bond? I know all other law enforcement agencies has to bond. Would we have to do that?
I think so.
Have to.
Yes, I think so. And so that's what I want to get that information on how that process works. The information I do have is that once we decide to do that, we apply for a police force with a certain state agency, and they give us a number and approve that, and then we work through that. There's grants and things out there for us to help pay for equipment. The State Department pays for an officer $20,000 for the salary for an officer on each campus. So as we get more officers, we'll get more money back from the state to help support their salaries. And so I want to kind of put the numbers to it, be able to come back to you all, because startup, of course, you've got equipment, you've got all of those things. So I want to get some more specific information to us and bring back to you in September, but I wanted you all to start thinking about it now.
Okay.
That's really all I have for you.
Anybody else got anything now about that, or? No? Okay. Next item we have is school-based decision-making council's minutes. Is everything in order there, Mr. Hoffman? Thank you, sir. Next item we have is the monthly curriculum and instruction report. Mr. Goins, come on down.
Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Amber couldn't make it, but she gave me a list of items, and I kind of want to reiterate what Mrs. Young said about school. It seems like everything's going really wonderful so far. So every principal I've talked to has been, talked about how great it's been so far. So hopefully we'll see that continue. Some things we've got on here, we've done a lot of work around Portrait of Learner. I know you all approve of Portrait of Learner. We've done a lot of work. We brought teachers in from each school for a school learners leadership team, and we're kind of defining what each component looks like at the end of primary, intermediate, middle school, etc., and high school, to see what a student who's like in 8th grade, what it would look like to be a skilled communicator or a compassionate citizen. So that's some of the work we're working on. We have trained all staff around Portrait of Learner. All of our staff knows what it is now and the parts of it. And what we're really focusing on the first 9 weeks is skilled communicator. We think that's an essential skill that all students should have. So that is our focus for the first 9 weeks, and then we'll continue that. We've got 4 main competencies, and each 9 weeks we'll pick a different one. But for the first 9 weeks, we're focusing on skilled communicator. Teachers, I know I've been sharing with Amber a lot of the good things that they're doing right now, that their students are doing, and she's kind of shared it with me, and I've been really impressed. A lot of good, innovative thoughts about promoting, being a skilled communicator. So really excited to see where this work takes us. We work a lot with our instructional leadership teams. They've made some goals for the first 30 days of school, and they've worked on how to deliver feedback and strengthen instruction. And that's been a real good, a good thing. Our instructional leadership team, we've had a lot of peer support and peers giving feedback, and it's really helped, I think, within the schools. So that's been real positive. Opening day, I thought went outstanding. We got great feedback on opening day. We had a lot of community partnership that day. We had Whitesburg ARH providing breakfast. We had a lot of community partners come up and have a booth set up, gave free items away. Some of the partners we had was AirMed, Camp Nathaniel, Children's Oil Company, Community Trust Bank, KEA, LCTO, KRCC, KFEC, Kentucky Farm Bureau, MCHC, the Challenger Center, Whitaker Bank, and Primary Care. So we had a lot of people. And Canyon Kitchen actually donated charcuterie boards for boxes to all employees as an afternoon snack. So I know that was very much appreciated. On opening day, we had LCC senior Sophia Hogg sing the national anthem. She did a phenomenal job. We had the JROTC present colors, and we honored employees with 25 years of service. And we had this opening day speaker who was Devin Seabold, and I thought he did a very good job. It was very fun. He had a good message. The next few days after that, teachers participated in professional learning at the high school and at their home schools. It's centered around portrait of the learner and communication. And we worked in district PLCs to talk about curriculum and plans and over our new parent Square app. So it was very beneficial. And we had a lot of local food trucks come up to the high school at that time to set up. And once again, the community involvement was really good. We had a chartboard, Tasty Treats by Tad, Dad's Dogs, Flippin' Donuts, Hillbilly Taters, AA Ron's Almost Famous Barbecue. And it was a great way for employees to have lunch and also honor local community businesses. We actually had, as I was up there, we actually saw other people from the community coming up. So it was pretty nice. It was a good day. A lot of smiles all around. I think everybody likes a good meal. So. And like I said, all of our schools have had great kickoffs of the year, and we're looking forward to more positive news next month. Any questions for me?
Don't look like it.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
all.
sir.
You have a wonderful evening.
Next item we have is monthly maintenance transportation report.
Good evening. If y'all look in your board packet, you can see your maintenance and transportation reports. Like Ms. Shawn said, we've been in school 8 days. We got buses on the road, and I hate to say it's been going smoothly, but it's been rather smooth so far for us. It'll take us a little while. We'll still work some kinks out on our routes and the time-wise. Traffic's getting better. I noticed it was a lot better today than it was last week. But buses are rolling. We're getting kids to school. Probably the most normal beginning we've had in the last 3 or 4 years, I would say, without anything bad going on at that time. On the maintenance side, we're out every day. Seems like we're on air conditioners right now. That's what happens when we get back into school and everybody gets in there. And the bleachers are removed out of Letcher. We got those out Saturday, I think was the last day they got those all out of there removed. The board were supposed to have been here this afternoon, or when they got caught up into some kind of customs. I don't know if they're coming from Canada or if they were coming from Mexico. To us, but they will be here either today or tomorrow. They should be in by the end of the week. You have any questions about anything?
Look like it.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Next item we have is monthly student attendance and enrollment report.
Hello, you all. I'd just like to reiterate, it has been a pretty good start to the school year. You know, the past few years we've had a lot of trauma, so it's been a refresher to have just kind of a normal start. You can see the enrollment is 2,308. I know that looks smaller than what we've had, and it is, but I will say that we actually have a lot of new students who have come. It's just kind of the transition of, you know, the schools and stuff, and we've had kids just transfer to other counties because they've moved and stuff like that. So I'm happy to report that those are not to homeschool. That makes me very happy. They are going to other public schools, so that's the most important thing. The attendance for this month, which was just, 7 or 8 days, so that is 95.69, which is really high, and I love that, and hope it stays that way, but we're already seeing sickness, so we'll see how long it lasts. And then Cowan is the attendance winner, as Kobe coughs on cue. Cowan is the attendance winner for this month, and I'll have to say, in my job, that for the first time in 5 years, that's the first time that's happened. Cowan has had a very good transition this year, combining 2 schools, and it shows. The culture is obviously there, and so we were pleased to see that with 96.84%, really high, higher than everybody else's. So that's great. September is High Attendance Day on the 9th, and so tomorrow we're going to meet briefly and come up with a plan for that, and then push that out to our principals on Thursday in the principals meeting. So we're just kind of trying to get back in the habit of coming to school. So, anybody have questions? All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Next item we have is report from our student representative to the board.
As I coughed earlier, you have to bear with me. I have been a bit sick. We've had an exciting start to the year, and I'm happy to share some highlights. Starting off, we have the new STEM lab. They have received 32 brand new microscopes with iPads. So now students can actually see what they're studying. No more pretending that random speck of dust is definitely a cell wall. So the iPads connect to the microscope, and you can see what's actually on it instead of having to squint through that little thing. And the old ones were 20 plus years old from the schools that we consolidated. They got new tables and chairs and 28 new computers and a full dissecting kit with that. Over at the vocational school, students use their skills to build a brand new soccer concession stand. Not only does it save money, but it also ensures that fans will have a hot dog and a Coke in hand. That's what I call a win-win. Also at the vocational school is new job opportunities offered to students. Through classes, students are placed at different job sites and businesses, including many different schools in the district, homes, Napa, pharmacies, beauty shops, the bus garage, and I myself am working at the central office in the meet, which I'll get more to in a second. But it's a great opportunity for our students to get out in the world of working and see what it's really like. In other news, our Link Crew freshman orientation was not only a success, but it was a blast. As a Link Crew leader myself, I can say that we had fun getting to know each other and the school. It was amazing getting to share my high school experience and my knowledge with them so they can grow and learn. Our Link Crew program has also taken things to the next level. When a freshman runs into a discipline issue, instead of just punishment, we're connecting them with their Link leader for mentorship. It's turning what used to be a setback into a chance for growth, and it's already making a difference. Link Crew is also hosting a tailgate event before the football game this Friday, bringing students together for food, fun, and school spirit. In the arts, our drama department announced their new play, Frozen. If you hear 40 students belting out Let It Go in the hallways, don't worry, it's just rehearsal season. And finally, I would like to speak on the house system. If you don't know what it is, it started at the Ron Clark Academy and has grown to many schools across the nation. Its goal was to create a sense of belonging for the students. Those who don't play a sport are often lost and don't feel like they have a group of people that support them. The house system gives them that belonging. So whether it's wrapping April Fraser in toilet paper or stuffing donuts in your face, we're getting the kids active and giving them something to look forward to. With that, the freshmen were sorted into their houses. They pulled a bracelet out of the box that decided if they were in Alturismo, Amistad, Revere, or Isabini. But either way, they have found their new family because even though we are 4 houses, there's still one family. So whether it's in the new science lab, on a sports field, in the arts, in the hallways, or working, our students are learning, leading, and creating in ways that make us proud. Also, with the job opportunities, since I am working in central office, one of the big projects, my first projects that I've been working on, is showcasing the new facilities and things that we have. I believe we decided to call it What's New Wednesday. So we're going to release a video about what's new in the county on Wednesdays. And so we had the first one done, kind of done. I say it's not done, but everybody else likes it. So I'm going to show that to you all.
God, you don't have to move.
It's gonna be on that screen behind you, so just turn it where you can see.
Johnson. I'm the Director of Maintenance and Transportation for Letcher County Schools. We hope that they make our transporting of our students much nicer, more convenient. The buses are more comfortable. We all know they all have air conditioner now. The suspensions are changed on them, so we have just upgraded our fleet. We lost a lot during the flood. We lost 22 buses, I think, or some fun around that area during the flood. So it was a necessity that we got new buses because we lost so many during the flood in 22. The buses will help the kids physically because they're made better now. They're more safe. Mentally, I think when they get on a newer bus and they see all the safety features that are on, it makes it better for those as well. Also, they're going to have the air conditioning on. All the buses are air conditioned, so they're not going to be extremely hot when it's hot outside. They all are equipped with radios, so they've got music playing or whatever they want to have going on there as well. The other buses, as they get older, they become less dependable. All these buses are new. The oldest bus we're going to have, I think now, will probably be a 22 model. So we have all these new upgrades, new conveniences. It's just all around better vehicle for our students. I think the thing that people need to know about our buses is the main thing that we want to make sure is that everybody knows that that's the safest mode of transportation for our kids to get to school. With all the safety features on these buses, the camera systems, all the buses are equipped with GPS. We can see where they're at real time on a computer here at the bus garage. We can see how fast they're going. We can see when the lights are activated. It's just the kids and the parents these are better buses for your children to be traveling on, safer buses for your children to be traveling on, and they're nice. They're nice vehicles. You know, I drive every day usually, so they're very nice for our students to be on.
Brian will sign autographs after.
Totally made you look good.
As you can see, Coffee's been a welcome addition to our digital media program. And then we'll be seeing more from him.
The next item we have is a report from LCTO-LCESP.
I'm sorry you have to follow that, Virginia.
That's bad. That's real bad. Made Ryan look awful good. He's got cute legs. Not a lot other than school's running hard, and we had a new teacher and new classified employee sign-ups during opening day. Had some prizes for people. We'll get ready to draw for them. Our big initiative, KEA statewide, is to help the governor lobby for pre-K for all. And so y'all going to hear a lot about that over the next several months before the legislature meets, because that's the goal of our organization, is to ensure that that gets passed this time, hopefully, so that pre-K is available for all kids. And that would actually benefit all of us. Helps your test scores overall and every grade level after that once we implement it. So that's about it for KEA this week.
Thank you.
Next item we have is old business. Don't have anything there. So we'll move on into new business. First thing there will be consent items. Ms. Young?
I'll quickly go over those for you. First is approval for some shortened school days for special needs students. Second is this sub-agreement with the Appalachian Education Service Agency. That's the parent agency to Partners for Rural Impact, our grant partners. That just continues our grant. Out-of-state trip for WMS cheerleaders, and a rental agreement with East Kentucky Dance Clubs and West Whitesburg Elementary. 5 is an overnight trip for our ladies soccer team to Gatlinburg to play in the tournament. 6 is approval of a contract with AmeriGas to supply the propane for this year. 7 is a contract with Knott County Schools for our hearing impaired services. From time to time we share teachers, and that's a contract for that. Our golf team is playing in the AA state tournament in Owensboro, so we have approval for that on number 8. 9 is that finishing that roofing project at Central Office. That project's done, and that's the BG4. And then we had an add-on for an agreement with Jenkins Independent Schools for alternative education services for the 25-26 school year.
Heard the reading of the consent items. I'll make a motion that we approve those.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the consent items. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Motion passes. Next item we have is business and financial. Approval of financial report and approval of payment of claims, transfers, and salaries.
New world. All right, if you look in your package, you see your bank reconciliation, cash balances. Insert there for different funds. For Fund 1, General Fund, $12,652,057.13. Fund 2, Special Revenue, $6,242,919.51. Fund 21, your District Activity Funds, $30,750.80. Capital Outlay, Fund 310, $691,954.45. Fund 320, Building Fund, $961,142.80. Your Construction Fund, Fund 360, $1,582,259.87. Debt Service Fund, Fund 400, $106,669.56. Your cash for fiscal agents, $34,150.08. And finally, food service, $367,549.34. For a total of all funds, $9,970,275.40. And everything in balance with your munis and your bank balance for the month of July. The second thing in your packet is your Fund 1 salaries. They're all listed in there for the month and year to date, the first month of school. Then you have Fund 1 everything, as we call it, and that's all your object codes that are above your salary code, which is 0299. It's all our expense codes that go up through there for that. And finally, you have Fund 51 salaries, and they're all listed in your packet. The month of July.
Make a motion to pay our bills.
I'll second that. Motion and a second to pay the bills. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Motion passes. Pay bills.
People appreciate it. Thank you.
Tax rates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting on you.
Yeah. You want to open up, Ms. Shante, anything about it, or you want me to start into it?
You go ahead.
Okay. With our tax rate, our current tax rate for county property tax is 69.7. Okay. So looking at the property values in Letcher County for this fiscal year has increased pretty significant, which allows the tax rates to be able to generate the same amount of revenue or more to be at a lower rate. So that being said, looking at what we want to do, we want to look at possibly 68 as our general fund real estate tax rate for this coming year. That's why I'd like to ask the board to approve that will generate revenue equivalent to what we have now. The motor vehicle and watercraft rate, we'd like to keep it the same at 49.6. FSPK, I'd like to keep it at 5.7. That is what we use, that's the required nickel by the state to work on our constructions, okay, for your bonding potential, and then a 3% utility tax, and that's all the same as it has been.
Who determined that our property values has increased?
BBA.
Who?
BBA.
BBA determined it. It's
$22 million more.
That's what's good. Look at it. It's bad. I don't understand. I mean, you know, when you're multiplying a percent by a larger number, that's why you're able to lower that number. I have the reports in here. I can't remember exactly. It's about 22 million. Is what the property values increased in the county, and it went up in the previous year too. I don't know if it has anything to do with federal FEMA buyback programs. I don't know if that's done something, or the money that FEMA's put into the area. I wouldn't think so. You're losing
All of that property that FEMA buys out comes off the tax rolls.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see, where's it at?
The January 1st assessment was $543,825,080, up from $522 million around that day before.
And then this year's January the 1st is $598,226,622 at January 1st of 25. So you're up, what is that, roughly 50 million or 55 million? I don't understand, but, you know, I guess it's adjusted for inflation, I'm not sure.
Well, when there is less property available because of the buyout program, it makes the property we do have more expensive.
I'm assuming that's what it is. I talked to a guy today, and he's really struggling to find a piece of property to build, you know, buy and build a home and stuff like that, so makes it more lucrative, I guess. But that's where we're at, so I think that's probably a good thing for our people. I mean,
It just, I guess I look at it, it looks great now, but 2 years from now, its property values, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's it going to look like? Yeah.
I make a motion to set a rate for real estate tangibles at 68 cents, motor vehicle 49.6.
Set a rates at what Josh said.
Yes, 68 cents.
I'll second that motion.
That's 1.7 cents less than our current rate.
It is. We're able to lower it.
So we have a motion and a second to set our tax rates at the exact rates Mr. Yachts read off. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Motion passes.
You take care of it. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Next item we have on the agenda is personnel. A review of the superintendent's report on personnel.
You have that attached. It just shows any more hirings or moving around in our district of different employees. And then we do have on the next one is approval for medical leave. You have that with an employee who's asked for some medical leave until December. So that will need a motion vote for your approval.
We pretty much fully staffed now.
Other than this medical leave, we are fully staffed. And we were able to move some people around and take care of that position. So right now we are fully staffed with certified teachers. We do still have some classified employees or classified positions available.
I'll make a motion that we approve medical leave for the employee. Motion in the second to approve medical leave. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it, motion passes. Next item on the agenda is other, executive session. I'll need a motion to enter into executive session at 7:05 PM under KRS 61.810, Troy Dingus et al. Versus Letcher County Board of Education, Letcher Circuit Court, case number 25-CI-141.
Make a motion to go into executive session.
That's it.
You got a motion and a second to enter executive session. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it, motion passes. We're now in executive.